Girl fell lesbian. DL trade beekeeping age drunk. These are the two heroes we needed to save Raccoon City. Or I guess what's left of Raccoon City at the end of this shit. Or I guess, where are we? We're not even Raccoon. Girl, we're in fucking Wisconsin, period. Welcome, everybody! Welcome in! We're in hell. Gotcha talk? Oh, Cade, you have been missing for a hot minute. So fucking Milky did get me to play Limbus. And unfortunately, the story is really good. So we're going through the story right now. Where the hell in Raccoon City even is? It's in Georgia somewhere. Maybe. It's right next to Atlanta. Indeed. Grace's final core, please. She's becoming final girl core, but this has been a trial and tribulation for her. And now we adopted a child. Been 5 minutes. Been 5 minutes and we already have a mysterious child. The Resident Evil curse continues. Ew. Yeah, it's regrettably like the story is really good and Milky's been guiding me through it very slowly. I'm gonna be so real, Joel. I would buy that and just use the meat for something else. I would just use it for something else. It's not my vibe. Listen, without the gacha, it's a pretty good visual novel. With the gacha, it's a terrible gacha. It really is. Mainly because they don't really have, like, characters to pull for. They have outfits. And so you're kind of just, like, you know, buying different vibes. In a good way. Yeah, terrible. I say terrible in a good way because it's a gacha that, like, acts very awful. In the sense that it kind of is a terrible gacha. In the sense that it doesn't really make much money. Let's see. You're gonna guide Grace through her trip today. I'm switching. Like, if it's not me, it's the Hat Man. The Hat Man's currently handling Grace and Emily. I'm currently with Leon right now. What'd you call me? Did I Freudian slip natural? Well. Yeah. I just want to see you in dumb places again. Yeah, no. I always consider myself like the litmus test. If it's a gacha that I'm getting into, it has to have at least something decent outside of its fucking mechanics. And so here I am. Here I am. Chugging a monster like a slut. How y'all doing? How's it going? How's y'all's evening? Hang on, why is my shit broken? Hello? 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 Well, it wouldn't be a stream star with like at least like a little bit of scuff. Just like a little demure bit of scuff. Let me see. Can she be showing on the screen? She can! But she has no... Oh, where's my tracking? Where is my tracking? Eh. 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 Oh, I'm already throwing shit. Hi, how are you? How you doing? How's it going? Yeah, for those who were missing last stream, we swapped over to Leon. We are currently on the Leon side of things. And we just had to defeat the last like big boss of the area. Grace is currently signing adoption papers, and Leon's currently getting the Uber essentially. Hello, Bandas. Hi, PJs. Welcome in. Welcome in. Welcome in. I can feel my waist disappearing. I'm feeling skinny. I'm getting skinny. Can you put Leon in a thong yet? They haven't done it. They didn't. Like, I don't know where the Resident Evil fans are, but they are not showing up at the gig. They are not showing up at the gig. You can't rush art. Do 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 do. Also, my hands are also not working. Everything's just busted today. Might be due to the fact that I fucking had a little bit of a stammering issue earlier with fucking YouTube. I don't know why she was beefing with me on that end. Everything's been beefing with me today. Oh, even life. I went to the gym. It was awful. TLDR, I don't know what happened, but it was like full. It was like full. It was almost fire hazard level full. I was about to be like, bro, what the fuck is going on? What the hell is going on this day? Can we talk about how Capcom made Leon daddy in this game? Hello, please. They have to now. They can't keep him Twinkie face forever. Could you imagine if Twink face Leon showed up at age like 50? That'd be crazy. Exactly. He is like 49. Man is 49. Putting on Twink death as much as he can. Yeah. Forewarning, this section can end very abruptly if you pursue the main objective. Ah, so be a little hungry hippo and explore. Got you. Girl, we're gonna be lucky if we age like Leon. At least we didn't fucking like, right. At least so far, Leon doesn't seem to be an asshole. Already, Leon is way more of a fucking better returning character than fucking Chris. Because, shocker, he did the bare minimum of having like at least a simple conversation with Grace. Now, did Grace not really get much any talking done really with it? Not much, not really, no. But that's kind of like more of an issue on her end than it is on Leon's withholding information. It's more so that she is not quite the conversationalist. Gave her a gun, too! Yeah, no, Chris somehow, like, getting lobotomized in between fucking 5 and Village was crazy. Apparently them 7 minutes lasted a little bit longer than they were supposed to. Good God. 7 minutes. To be fair, Ethan a grown-ass man. Grace is a hot mess. Right, no, Grace is an untrained FBI data analysis person who decided to go, like, I don't know why she agreed to the boss. I would have been like, you can suck this resignation. Like, literally all Chris would have had to do is been like, hey, Ethan. That's not your wife! That's literally all he had to do. And like half of Village could have been avoided. I still stand by that the fucking worst version of Chris is the Village one, no matter how hunky they made him. Oh. And then has the audacity to be upset, being like, what are you doing here? So, what, did you expect me just to, like, let you shoot my wife and then go back to filing taxes? Like, was I just supposed to fucking, like, sit there and eat my food afterwards? You don't know what you're getting into, Ethan. 'Cause you won't say anything, you fucking brick of a man! Oh. I'll say it. Chris got fucking Ethan killed. Yep, nah, that's my hottest take is Chris got Ethan killed. And don't worry, I'll treat your daughter as if she was my own. Fucking puts her in a lab and has a fucking like stalker following her at all times. Yeah. It's usually for that they were based on valid evidence, but it was handled. The thing is, no matter what narrative, you have to tell the player this. You have to infer in some way to the player that this isn't some bullshit. Cool, the writers meant it this way. Hunky-dory. Amazing. That's great, cool. 1,000 applause for the fact that none of it got shown. No.
You've got the right eye for
Messing on! Thank you for the 220. Thank you, thank you. Chris did say it, but he only said it once. Wait, Chris tells, like, Ethan that that's not his wife and that it's, like, Miranda? When? Where in the beginning cutscene? Did I miss that? When they're building the tank. Ah, so 15 hours in. Ah! Yeah. Girl, it's fine. It's fine. That chapter's closed anyways. No? I think at the beginning he says it isn't Mia, but he doesn't fully elaborate. Ah, you mean tell him in advance. Tell him at all before, like, you know, fucking Ethan's halfway through his bullshit crusade to fucking, like, get his daughter back. No!
Kind of sucks that the on file that states why they went in swinging like they did is on a laptop 15 hours into the game.
How would you explain to the moment that his wife is the bull witch? Hey, Ethan! That's not your wife! It's a fucking Miranda clone! But it's fine, it's fine. It's not like they're gonna go anywhere with the Rose story anyways. Yeah. There's the credibility and cast Chris in a bad light. It very much does. It very much does. Because I think they wanted the mystery of, like, why is Chris a villain now? Without actually bothering to kind of understand how that would affect the reputation of the character from the player's perspective. I think they wanted their moment, and they just really didn't know how to execute it without, like, you know, kind of being like, the curtain's gotta be blue this time, and you all just gotta have to accept it. It also doesn't help that, again, there's no explanation for shit. Why is the BSAA shitty now? Why is the BSAA now a terrorist organization? Where's Sheva? It gives Neo Umbrella, like, a little bit. It gives Neo Umbrella, like, a little bit, where we're just like, girl. This is Susan's cousin, Steven, period. Already had a lot of interesting writing choices, but also a lot of good environment storytelling. Yeah, no, I love Village. I really do love Village. Don't get me wrong. All this to say that I love Village. But I'll be the first to admit that there were a couple of holes that we had to trip over to get to where we need to go. Ah! Like, surprise, the BSA is now shit. And also, you know, all that, like, other stuff where it's like, okay, cool. We're just rolling with this? Okay. I think also that one might have just been the tea of, like, the BSAA is a recognizable name that people will recognize if they played 5. And so it needed to be kind of like the gotcha moment where it's like, the BSAA? Gag. Gag. Huh? Hang on. Also, I got hot nudes in front of me. I'm about to, like, take a forkful of them real quick before we get started. The BSA, like any organization, is full with bad actors. Right. Right. But the thing is, that's an inferring, and that's an assumption. And the problem with assuming is that it's up to the player to do so. What I'm saying is, if you weren't a Resident Evil fan, would you have known? Thoughts on the Miranda? Mold. The mold is the grief. The mold is the mold. And I want to put it on some toast. Her T is serviceable, I'd say. You don't really need, like, a crazy, super duper in-depth villain to some extent with Resident Evil. You kind of just need, like, the kind of the propeller when it comes to the main, like, plot. The grief is mold. The grief is mold. There's a lot of grief in that mold. Can we watch the CGI Resident Evil movies for the movie nights, please? That was one. Okay, listen. I will stand by this as I eat my hot nudes. The Resident Evil movies are okay. The first three. I didn't watch the ones after 3, but the first 3 ain't that bad. I mean, they are kind of bad, but like they're kind of campy in a very bad way. Ha! The quality on those vary wildly, yeah. I kinda do wish we got to see more of Rose in any capacity, to be honest. Miss Mold, Miss Mold. Hi, Cap! Long time no see, Blue Creature. Hi! Hope you're doing well, my dear. Welcome in! Welcome in, welcome in. And you know, I think I said this like a hot minute ago. There will never be a lack of Resident Evil protagonists because there's always a lab, there's always a scientist, and there's always, you know, there's always somebody that was on a team that can just easily be like, you know, moved somewhere else. You can easily tie it back to Spencer in a lot of ways. There we go. How's it gonna be treating you? It's been treating me fantastically. I'm having a great time. There's always another umbrella. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, this was like the fucking... This was, the janitor that worked at Neo Umbrella's, like, Tokyo division. Where he was looking for the ultimate zombie DL trade. And then caused an infection. Indeed. Our Village is like a homage to all things horror. And when all things Resident Evil, and I thought that was really well put. Yeah, it kind of feels very like, what's the word? It feels classical. In a way that doesn't feel quite overdone. It feels like an authentic Resident Evil experience. With like the puzzle system and everything with modern, you know, stuff. So far, without fully going through the story, right now, it's sitting pretty high in my mind. I won't say a number, because I'm not about to set expectations. But just know that currently, Resident Evil is at a very, very high number for me. And you know what? At least they have some kind of self-awareness. Like Grace even is like, girl, how the fuck do you get around for this shit? I got pulled. Oh, no! Girl, did they give you a ticket? No! Why you only hire ex-sexuals? The FBI? Yeah. I'm fine, I got off with a warning. No! Well, I mean, yes! You're good boy points. But now I'm paranoid. Well... Rose won't be seen for like another, like, 20 years. She's gonna come back as, like, the big baddie from, like, I don't know, fucking Resident Evil 20. Okay, now, I do also have to preface that we have, it's been a couple of days. It's been a couple of days. And most people, if not everybody, has kind of gone through Resident Evil 9 in some capacity. Now, while we go through this today, we're gonna keep all the little fun facts to ourselves until the end, okay? Okay. We're not gonna allude to nothing. We're not gonna insinuate nothing. We're not gonna hint at nothing. We're not gonna fucking, you know, keep it cute. Or the mods will make it downright adorable when they drag your ass outside. Don't make no jokes that allude to future events. Don't make no insinuations. If I ask a question, that is not... Oh, the biggest one. If I am theorizing in the wrong direction, shut the fuck up and don't correct me. This has been a problem a couple of times where I'll be theorizing, and because it's not what the actual plot is, motherfuckers will feel the need to fucking correct me and be like, oh no, Katie, it's actually this. Why would you do that? If I have a genuine question, the like keyword is blueberries. Blueberries! Did you hear that Sony is making single-player consoles exclusive? Now, I heard this was a rumor, mind you. I heard that there was a rumor. But if they do, I feel so sorry for Wolverine. I feel so sorry for Wolverine. Because for those who don't know, that's going to be the first one to be a PlayStation 5 exclusive. I can't believe like Sony was just like, hey team that really worked hard on Wolverine. Your numbers are now going to be just cut in half on launch. If not even more. Because what do they think is gonna happen? Do they honestly think I'm going to look at all the crap that they've been rehashing and remastering and then go like, well, I guess I must get a PS5. I simply must purchase a PS5 to play Wolverine from Marvel. Hey, was in Circuits Shaggy excited to see you play. Hey, welcome in, Travis. Welcome in. Well, I can't miss out on Wolverine. Like, yeah, like, sure. Okay, alright. Knowing that stuff eventually goes to PC eventually is factually hurting console sales. Well, yeah. Because their console is fucking expensive. Gag. Like, I don't know how else to say this. This is a dumb move. This is a really dumb move on their part. Over time, it might cause an initial boom of sales, but all it's gonna do is take people that are looking at, like, console games and be like, oh, well, I guess I'll just, like, wait until, like, I'll just play what I like or what I already have or what's coming to PC. Allegedly, it's because compared to sales of games on console versus PC and saw PC had the do you mean the least? I mean, Nintendo does it. But Nintendo's been making good games recently, though. That's the thing. I mean, by all means. You know, fucking... If they want to do it, sure. But... all I have to say is... Wilds? All I gotta say is... Wilds. Realistically, all I gotta say is Wilds. They also fail to realize what you don't give us, we'll just pirate out of your fucking hands. Like, I'm so sorry to say that back to them, too. It's just like... Huh? If anything, I think that Sony is trying to How can you pirate console exclusive games? Oh, simple. The PS5's already been cracked and emulated already. Like, like it didn't take very long. Anyways, like, you know what I mean? I was really hyped for Wolverine 2, but Sony had to be stinky. Yeah. I feel bad for the Wolverine devs. Like, now any hope of, like, reaching any goal is kind of, like, is dashed. Because for those who don't know, we found out last year, or I guess this year, realistically, console sales have plateaued. They're not going up. Everyone who was gonna buy a PS5 has bought a PS5. It just wasn't up to their metrics because they're coming off the COVID economy. Wolverine wasn't even coming to PC right away, and now that it's not, like, That also affects its... Because here's the thing, right? You can argue that, yes, PC makes up the least amount of sales for a game. But you know which category consumes the most online content? And controls the majority of the news outlets that make said content? It's certainly not the PlayStation owners. Yeah. Yeah, they're stopping the delayed PC ports and they're just like going to keep them like exclusive. Yeah. Multiple years on PC because everyone's gonna totally give a fuck for a PC release like 2 years after, right? Right. If anything, this is an attempt to fuck over Steam, which rarely works out in anyone's favor, realistically. Yeah. But I mean, what do I know? I mean, you know, we had the same conversation when Wilds was actively a problem on PCs where everyone was telling me, okay, T, it doesn't really matter that it's on, whether or not it runs well on PC. And then it actively didn't win shit for the Game Awards. It was actively dogged on by every news outlet, and their total sales are a lower total sale than both Worlds and Rise. But what do I know? I've only been right every fucking time. Think about Monster Hunter. I'm talking more so in general, like the fucking. I don't think it'll affect the Monster Hunter team's behavior. Yeah. Close your third eye. Nah. How's the feeling of Apollo's curse on you? In instances like this, I'll be very happy when I'm proven right, but I won't rub it in nobody's face. Literally, like, again, if the people that control the news outlets are PC people, and all you hear from out those news outlets are fucking, you know, hang on, I immediately lost my train of thought there. Considering all the news coming out of Wilds was negative press, it ultimately, like, kneecapped the total sales the game could have gotten. Right. Wilds is the fastest selling Capcom game. Exactly, but they're only gonna look at that. They're not gonna look at the fact that it, like, underperformed to their last 2 games combined. Like, Monster Hunter Wilds was our worst selling game. 2 months later. Ding! Like, Meanwhile, RE9 that is optimized to hell and back and runs fabulously on my PC is a beaut. It is actively being praised. It is actively, you know, it is actively being, like, you know, propped up as, like, one of the best games to come out recently in a hot second. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Like, Because here's the thing, right? 5 million units in sales, KT? Right. Yeah. As of today. Yeah. Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. As of today. That's crazy. They can't afford to fuck up the IP that is Resident Evil. Yeah, that's for certain. They really couldn't afford another L, dude. But yeah, no, I wish the Wolverine fucking Wolverine team a lovely launch and then a lovely subsequent shutting down of the fucking office space. Ah! Alright, let's get into Resident Evil, shall we? Meow. Resident Evil Requiem. And now on to a game that everyone's been fucking fully loving. You know, like, but what do I know? I was only right with Requiem, or not right with Requiem, Wilds. I was right about High Guard. I was right about, like, you know. If there was ever a time I was wrong about a game's future, then I would have loved to be pointed to it. But fucking, for the most part, I kind of hit the nail in the coffin a lot of times. Why is she going on my second monitor? Hello? She moved to my fucking... Oh, hello? Move! There we go. Bam. I counted. I was right about 5 games futures. Was I? Damn! Because again, I keep saying this. No one is going to pay close to $700 just to play a game. No, at least most people aren't. Okay. Pause the music. What I surmise will happen is that Wolverine will launch, the numbers will be okay on consoles, but they won't be what Sony wants nor expects out of its IPs. They'll do a rushed port to PC, and it'll be a subpar PC port. Also, let's wait for everything to kind of like load in real quick. Hello? There we go. As it slowly pieces itself together. We all saw High Guard's fate a mile away. Yeah. Well, okay. High Guard was, I would call it a death by 1,000 cuts, honestly. High Guard was a failing both on a business standpoint, a like societal standpoint, a time period standpoint, a monetization standpoint. It was a lot of different like holes in the ship. Like, from the monetization being overly aggressive, from it being very dated in its mechanics, to it having decent gunplay, but ultimately not being able to reach any kind of market. So you've seen the end of service on High Guard, I take it? Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, we all saw the writing on the wall. And here's my thing, too. People are like, oh, if it had launched as a beta, then they probably would have, like, survived. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I kind of even doubt that possibility because of just how fast things happened with it. I think if anything, it, like, shadow launching would have been disastrous. The company could have built, like, a decent, like, fucking, like, player base, but... I think penultimately, like, the writing was on the wall with Highguard. People were, of course, people were being fucking pedantic and taking the piss out of it to nobody's, like, fucking chagrin, but... we knew that, like, this game wasn't going to pull anybody from anything. There's not enough room for a live service game. Because tell me why I would want to play as John Highguard, a fucking random-ass, like, fucking dude that looks like he works at Aeropostale, versus, I don't know, fucking Venom. Also remember, avoid the main objective until you feel like you've explored enough. Alright, thank you. Now, where even is the main objective? It's just, ooh, warp closet. Meow. Pretty lost the pantry key again. Mr. Big Shot Chef made me crawl around the filthy fucking floors to find it. I finally found it in a puddle of grease along with a dead rat that sat on a dog and gave it back to the chef. You fucking owe me. Oh my. Girl, that was bad. I see I'm not the only one that's been getting deep Medea on my For You page. Girl, it was just bad. Girl, it was just bad. So fucking dramatic! And for what?
One thing after another.
Bit. Smack that ass. Give me that ass. Smack that zombie ass.
This place is infested.
Gauge of the father. Have you seen the ZY interview? I have not. Leon, we good? I forget how you parry this game. You don't. You just shoot and you smack. If there is a parry button, I haven't used it once. Alright, let's see. I'm not even sure what the objective is, so I'm just gonna try to, like, avoid progress and just more exploration than anything. Savings like a bad perm, father. It just don't take. Stay down. Mm-hmm. Susan. Uh-huh. Go crazy, go stupid. Throw a grenade. Grace? I cleared most things out with Grace. So I wonder even what's gonna be like around here for me to like fight, besides like, you know, maybe like a spare zombie or two that I left behind. Speaking of which, hey, spare zombie or two that I left behind, how you doing? Saying that out loud feels like tempting fate. I didn't realize that Leon was gonna be like treading the same water as Grace, so I tried to do my best to make sure shit was cleared out so I could keep exploring. We also need to find all the warped closets in this fucking building and open them out. Open the fucking door. Open the door. Is the staircase on the 3rd floor in the west wing? Okay. Ew. You can activate a charm on your weapon. Attach parts. The attach parts. Put that to the shotgun then. Hello? Also, why the fuck? Hello? Why am I lagging a bit? Can I help you? There we go. Can I help? There we go. Right. There's no Mr. Lightman. There's no Mr. fucking Brains. There ain't shit in this house. There's only cunty cherubs. Hey. Oh yeah, we auto-save in this. We don't actually save because she is just pure. She is the only one that does have that shit. That's crazy. They really said Leon is going to be the action adventure, and they kind of meant it. Yeah. Yeah, no, what is causing such like a weird like lag issue? Hang on. Ah, I see. Firefox is being a fucking bitch. Okay, that's only that, but what about... Okay. Weird. I don't know why it's particularly, like, lagging as we, like, go through this. Hang on. Graphics, borderless window, HDR mode is currently enabled. Vertical synchronization, maybe that. Because it's been working fine for the most part until now. Oh my. I need your RAM for my ritual. Is it the model? I mean, it worked fine last time. Hang on. See something on in the background, maybe? Nah, that's also off, too. Close that. Close that. Close fucking that, I guess. Close that down, since we don't need any music. Worst case scenario, we just rock with it. It's fine. I mean, for the fucking most part. Yeah, see? What the hell? How many times do you have open out of pure curiosity? None. I closed Firefox because we don't need music. Yeah. It's only when tapped in. Hang on. Tap, tap, tap in. What if I keep, like, the fucking thing up while I'm in the game and see what it does? Nah, it's running at 71% memory, but, like, only 40% CPU. So I'm so curious as to what's going on. I'm gonna just close the model and reopen it again. Yeah. I'm about to say, something is beefing with something. I'm not quite sure. Oh, wait, there we go. We're good. Are we good? Are we T? Are we good? Are we Gucci? Nyom. Hard to say until we get into it. Nope. That's strange. That's so bizarre, dude. What the fuck? Ah, well. Tally ho with our, like, low fucking frame rate band, I guess. Maybe we need a full PC restart? Yeah, but we're kind of already live, so it's a bit late for that, unfortunately. See? Stop animation, Banda. But maybe bump it? Maybe we try bump it. Nyom. That seemed to do it. Let's go. Bump it time. Nope, never mind. It immediately lagged out even more. What the fuck? Maybe it's OBS. Something in the background is chugging hard. I'm gonna show y'all my fucking, like, hang on. Yeah, no, there's nothing in the background that should be running hard. Da-da-da. Let's see. I mean, I could get rid of chat. There we go. There we go. Close that out. See if that's doing anything. Did it, like, reset options, maybe? Maybe it did that. HDR mode, graphics, image. Frame rate variable, up to 60. Up to 60. Oh! Oh! Did that fix it? Hang on. It reset my settings! It motherfucker! Can't have shit in this house. Can't have fucking shit in this house. Okay, well thank you, Requiem. I guess? I suppose. Sure. Maybe like an update came through and just reset shit, but like, girl, what the fuck? Yeah. Okay. Bam. And then also I'm gonna reset it a bit because fucking it seems to also be doing a weird thing where it like it says okay, no, we're smooth out, we're smooth out. We are smooth. Bleh. But no, girl. No, but pop that out, pop my pussy, let's go. Bam. The fuck motion blur? Oh, I turned that shit off the minute I could. Also, let me, like, I'm a little too fucking... Okay, it seems to have fixed itself a little bit. Oh, double check that the camera shake is off. Hang on. Audio. VSync on. Color space RGB. Let's turn that off. Image. Let's keep it up to... You know what? Fuck it. 30. Oh, that's ugly. Nah, not even for that. Nah. Let's see. Motion blur off, ray tracing, turning all that shit down. Oh, no. Yeah, girl, like, come on, Gabe. Okay. Okay, kept a couple of things on and off. Okay. Alright, we're good. I think that was everything that I originally had changed. Oh shit, hi sir! Back shot! Back ow! These zombies built different, cause ain't no way! Ain't no way you take a shotgun to the damn skull and get back up! Ah, okay, cool. No? It is in camera, you said? First person, camera wobble. Oh, well, cool, that remained off, cool. There's only two. Oh, yeah, for someone that was asking, like, where, like, the mod is, fucking, it hasn't been made yet. The only mods that are available are fucking ones that, that just take a shirt off and don't really do much else. I know. I'm also heartbroken. I'm like, girl, please. Come on.
Shut
Don't worry, sir. You're being rescued. Mission at 1:30 p.m. was conducted shortly in the room of the hotel. Dispatched students supposed to be influence. All witnesses of the hotel had already been taken care of. The body of the assassin that was sent was also destroyed. We had a stroke of luck with that fire. As they say, best place to hide a leaf is in a forest. The incident will likely be ruled as an act of arson and homicide by some nutcase. Any evidence linking us to the scene is gone. Ah! Hi, sir! Did you want anything? Are you good? Sir? Sir? Wait. I hear it. Somewhere around here. Where are you, you bastard? Where are you? No. I heard your ass fucking. I thought you were safe. Freeze! Oh. Okay. Wait! Oh, you were safe. Here! Didn't think I'd find you, did you? Bitch! Rock your body! Motherfucker thought he could wiggle wobble in my fucking presence. How dare he? No. You don't have to use the shotgun, KT. That's what they want you to think, and then they jump you. Ugly ass raccoon. Oh, kill him! Oh, get them all! Hi, Papu! How you doing, my dear? Yeah. Give us a little shout out for the Lily Papu. Hope you're doing well, my dear. Hope you're doing well. Wait, y'all said that progression was like this way, right? Y'all said not to go upstairs. We go back, we go back. Okay. Okay, third floor is progression, so I'm just gonna wiggle wobble my way through first and second floor and see if I really got everything. Yeah, no, Leon. Time Stranger. Oh, Digimon, period. Hope you had a good time. Hope you had a good time with it. Leon, look out, there's a weird blue rat! Hi, Frostbite, welcome in. Time for 18 to ADHD walk all over the place. Isn't that the beauty of Resident Evil, though? Isn't that truly stunning? That my ass gets lost every 5 seconds? Alright, RJ, have a good night. Uh-huh. Mama. A goo-goo. Gaga. There's something important about this fucking doll. There is something important about this goddamn doll. Cause why else would it be fucking just like here to examine and do nothing with? See ya. Nothing up there, nothing behind the bonnet, nothing below the ears, nothing under the fucking... Girl, there ain't nothing. Oh, okay, we already got the raccoon there too. You know what? It keeps acting like this. I might just have to do a unfortunate fucking stop and computer reset, which is gonna suck. Okay. Yeah, I think the fucking frames are acting up, and I think it might be because of that. Alright. Everyone be patient and everyone fucking stand still and fucking chill out while I fucking restart my bullshit. Ah! I hate it here. Is this a common issue? Nah. This is like a very random issue which can only be described by, or probably only solved by a PC reset. There's probably some random bullshit running in the background that I don't fucking know of. Everyone stand put. Worst case scenario, the chat is now PvP enabled.